True religion is coming upon that which is beyond thought. Thought can only come upon limited knowledge, which is always finite, measurable, and temporary. The very definition of thought is, in fact, to measure, to compare. So, activity of thought is only essential for outer realm, outer activities where there is a need to measure. When we engage in thought and we build any sense of self image through thought, we are measuring ourselves or measuring others through the activity of thought. And this measurement is what is constantly limiting us. Measurement means time and space. So we take ourselves to be a limited entity within time and space. And through this sense of measurement, we compare with the past, compare with the future, compare with others. And all this comparison, which is measurement, brings forth suffering of various kinds. There is, in the limit, envy, greed, hatred, and all of that. But even if those extreme emotions are not there, there is a general sense of dissatisfaction. The sense of dissatisfaction is because of this constant activity of thought, which is comparing, measuring, and so on. So, meditation, which is true religion, also, because the word religion also means connecting to the source. It's not, therefore, a divisive activity. It's not something that is meant to create identity again. It is meant to shed all identities because the source is one. And so to connect with the source or to abide as the source is religion. That is the meaning of the word yoga as well. Yoga comes from the root word yuj, which means to be one. So to abide as this one source is to empty oneself of all identities, of all measurement within. And that is meditation. So when we sit in meditation, or when we also engage in activities, we can continue to be in meditation if we are aware of and thereby free of this inner movement which is constantly comparing and measuring. When we are free of that, then there is stillness, and that stillness, which is true silence, creates space. The space that is free of any direction, any motive. When there is direction or motive, then there is always a limitation. But when there is an open awareness without any direction or motive, that is the nature of space. The space, even as the element space, has no direction. It simply is, and it holds everything within it and remains unaffected by it. That is the nature of space. And that is the most subtle element available. So, space within is similarly that which is unaffected by anything. Just as the space in this room or any room we are in is unaffected by the furniture, by the people, by the objects, whatever is there or removed, the space remains unaffected. In the same way, the space within, which is pure awareness, is unaffected by all these happenings. We are identified with thought, and therefore we are not coming upon this space. It is the same as when we are looking at this room, whichever room we are in. If we ask what's in the room, we will list out the books, the table, the furniture, the lamps. But the one thing that's most important we will not recognize, which is the space in the room, which is what's holding everything. So we miss the space by looking at the objects that are there outwardly as well. In the same way, inwardly too, we miss the space of awareness because we are focused on only that which rises and falls. And we are caught in identifying with all the rising and falling phenomena and miss the space of awareness. So, the pointer of meditation is to abide as the space of awareness, that space within us, which is everyone's true nature, essence that is unchanging, because all the other phenomena, they come and go, they keep changing. But the space of awareness is the one unchanging essence that's always there is. So to recognize and abide as this space by not identifying with thoughts, with thinking that come and go, but simply be aware of it and thereby be free of it. This is true meditation. And when we sit in this way, just as the space that there is, we are not therefore trying to get anything new, trying to understand anything, conceptualize anything, trying to experience anything even. We are just simply recognizing the space that is here in which everything unfolds. All experiences unfold in this space of awareness. All knowledge happens in the space of awareness. All perceptions happen in the space of awareness. So to recognize and abide as this space of awareness is meditation. So we simply sit and just remain as the space. And the way to remain as the space is by simply being aware. If anything rises, if we are very alert and aware and not identify with it as me, but just see the rising of the me itself as a phenomenon, the thinker and the thought, both are phenomena and they are non-different. So the thinker is the thought. And therefore, when we don't identify with the thinker or the thought, but just observe them without any choice, any preference, any judgment, then we abide as the awareness, which is our true nature.